Friggin' beautiful, ain't it? Awesome river. You can see a really good brown trout sitting just over there, and I might have a go at him soon, but first I've got something really important to talk about. So welcome back to another video. This one is going to be slightly different. So I never meant for this channel to have any sort of political standpoint or view or anything like that. It was always supposed to be me just coming fishing, having fun, and hopefully you guys enjoying it too. But unfortunately I feel like I'm somewhat obligated to say something. So currently, before the New Zealand government, is a new bill. The bill is designed to fill holes in current legislation to do with freshwater native fish. That's what it's supposed to be taking care of, but it also raises some real issues around trout and sports fishing in New Zealand as well. Conservation of Indigenous Freshwater Fish Amendment Bill. Basically what I'm trying to say is trout fishing as you know it here in New Zealand, as we know it here in New Zealand, and potentially you from wherever you are in the world that wants to come here and fish, that could change forever. Some of the main things that this bill and how it affects trout and salmon in New Zealand is it removes the need for DOC or the government to consult with Fish and Game, who are the statutory managers of sports fish in New Zealand. It removes the requirement for them to have any, it pretty much sidesteps them altogether. They don't have to be consulted or notified about anything. Pretty much renders them, well, useless. It removes legislation surrounding fish farming, so trout can potentially be farmed. It also has the potential to exempt authorised people under the Treaty of Waitangi from all the rules surrounding trout and sports fish and indigenous fish for that matter. The other issue with the bill was the way the government tried to sort of sneak it past the goalie without anyone noticing, tried to get it keep it under the radar. The minister responsible for this is the same person that tried to kill all the tar in the country a few weeks ago. Also another issue, I've actually seen a document and I'll leave links to all this information below, but the government is currently, or has been over the past few years, or currently being lobbied and petitioned by seafood companies, people who farm fish, grow fish, catch fish. They're being petitioned and lobbied to try and get trout farming legalised because there's a quick buck in it for, well, there's a lot of money in it obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be pursuing it, but I believe that's the main agenda for this amendment, if you will. It's kind of been disguised as looking after freshwater native fish, but I definitely think it's to open up trout to farming. I guess what I'm trying to say is this bill is flawed. It hasn't been done right. There's been not enough consultation. The groups petitioning and lobbying the government for change, but legislation change that suits their agenda, is no doubt being paid for with generous party donations and potentially backhanders. Who knows what goes on behind closed doors. And yeah, it's just a shame that it comes to this, because it feels like it's not got anything to do with supporting native fish or restoring habitat for native fish. It really feels like it's got nothing to do with that at all. It's really just enabling a few people to make a lot of money through farming trout. But in 2012, I think these are the last figures I heard, trout fishing as far as the tourism dollar is concerned was $70 million annually. And the best thing about all those trout dollars is they're spread across the whole country. Everyone gets a slice. Guides get a slice, fishing shops get a slice, accommodation providers, restaurants, cafes. The list would go on and on. That money, everyone gets a slice. If trout farming were to be legalised in New Zealand, that could be wiped out because of disease, or just lowered because of the damage to the reputation of New Zealand as a completely natural and wild trout fishery. And all that money could potentially end up in the pockets of just a few. So there's a real number of issues that potentially arise from the bill the way it's currently written. It pretty much completely sidesteps Fish and Game, gives all the power to DOC and the minister. While they say that this isn't intended to change any of those relationships, it does make it legally possible. If the bill goes through, all that then needs to happen is a directive change from the government and farming trout is completely legal. People authorised under the Treaty of Waitangi having unrestricted access to trout to do with whatever they like. The list goes on, and I encourage you to follow the links below and read it for yourself, but there's too many issues to talk about. Now, a way forward. There are links below to sign a petition, to write a submission, to write a letter if you're not from New Zealand to be heard at the Select Committee hearing. We have until the 24th or 25th of October, but I will put all the details and instructions in the description below. Also, what you can do is share this video so more people learn about it, more people sign the petition, more people write a submission, and we can get this bill as it stands stopped and re-evaluated. So I'm going to go have a crack, see if I can catch that fish now. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I never have to make a video like this, and hopefully I've convinced at least one of you to go and sign that petition. I apologise if any of the information I've said today is skewed or there's any misinformation. Like I said at the start, a lot of this stuff does fly straight over my head and I'm not the best at regurgitating it and delivering it. So I apologise in advance for any of that if it occurred. Alright, thank you guys all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll catch all of you in the next better, more fishing video. Peace.